Good morning. Let's see what the market will bring us today. So the market is definitely showing strength right now. It's still moving slowly up. So we already took out previous day high. We got a bit of a rejection right here. We had a small retest into it. So let's see if we can take it one more time and then maybe have a drop down. If it just continues, we follow the market up, of course. The hourly, we came down into not really a gap. So we haven't opened a day gap. So let's set this one out. Was definitely some volatility yesterday. After 4. Let me take a look if we have news before I continue. So crypto's up. Hope you guys jumped into that idea or jumped into that trade with me. It's looking very promising. Let me know if the sound is okay, that you can hear me before I just constantly continue. Okay, so like I said, for December, I will not trade the afternoon sessions right now. I'll need a small break. It's been too many charts for me. So it will be just the morning session. I will be patient a little bit more in the morning sessions, making sure that we at least find an entry I could give us the flow of the day. So we want to see if London opens and it drops down and comes in one of these fair value gaps or takes out a little bit of liquidity, we could continue higher. So I'm aiming for higher prices right now until we see a clear shift. So we're probably aiming for those. We have equal highs right here. So there's definitely some liquidity right now. There is a red folder at 8:30 CPI so I probably will do a little bit, and then 2 and 4 in the afternoon we have red folders too. Thank you, Beaumont. So for now we have push up after a sweep of a little bit of liquidity. We take any? No, we didn't. It's only 11 points stop, so that's definitely. Not in anything right now, just looking, not in a trade. I'll put it on the screen, let you guys know. We do have a nice movement right now, so we are definitely moving in a direction. So gonna be a bit patient. Looks like we probably will take a short somewhere in this area just to the opening gap with this fair value gap that's still left open on a 15-minute base. That would be an ideal movement actually. That will make probably a half our risk. So that's about a 2.5 that we can make off of this. I want to see a little bit of push down. So once we breach that low, I'll probably jump into it. I do want to see a clear movement the other direction in, and then I'll jump into it. It's going to be a bit more patient just because of it's a nice movement back up and a rejection off of a liquidity pool. So I do want to see that clear movement that we are going lower exactly. Good morning, Ville. Hope everybody is doing okay right now. So for a while, it's no afternoon trading, just for myself, for the health also, guys. If you trade all the time, every day, it is something that goes to the mind too. So it's still the same for me. So we do need a break now and then. Bitcoin moved up nicely, guys. Ethereum the same. And everything actually came out of that breakout structure. Look. This is on the screen for a while, so you can watch the streams back. How easy this actually was. Just confirmation, second time we hit it again and we started to rally actually off of it. Now to that 62 level, we probably will hang around a little bit, move a little bit down again and then continue further up. I'm aiming for 107K. At least back to fair value of price. So that would be halfway around 100,000. That would be 5 or 6 harder we made out of that rate. So it's a 6.700K is a 4.3 R out of it. So I got stopped out at that one after taking profits. My stop was right here. I jumped back in it when I saw a shift of a 4-hour actually move up. So right here, when this shift actually saw changing character back up, I believe that we will take out the highs at least. So this is why I jumped back in. Looking good. So 8:30 is news. I'll probably be patient for the news to pop up. If you want to take out the Asia high one more time, that's fine by me, but I don't want to be that liquidity. So I'll be patient till after 8:30, and then I'll probably take a trade if we find any entries. Good morning, Doctor Who. So for anybody that just joined, I'm not in a trade. It was on the screen, but it looked like, oh, here it is. So waiting for the news, probably will take out Asia high. We are definitely moving up, so be patient. Plenty of time. We just started the stream, so take yourself something to drink. So I am in a Bitcoin trade right now. It's been open from yesterday again. It was open for 6 days. Closed it with a bit of profit and then again re-entered it. The same idea, actually. It's just simple logic and how the market moves. So give it another 9 minutes and then I will probably take a look where we at, if we can jump into anything. So letting this market do its thing first. This is why I didn't want to take a trade straight off of it. There was news, by the way, that was one. Second of all, it feels like it wants to take the Asia high one more time, especially after a candle like this, rejection off of a low. We don't want to be shorting straight out of this. So just be patient. Let's see what this market brings. If it wants to continue up constantly, we'll jump in it and join the trade up, of course. Has more potential if we trade up. We at least will take out those equal highs. That's at 25,719. So that's about 100 points from where we are right now. But 60 points, actually. And then we have equal highs just above again. So market is definitely drawn to those liquidity pools. But for now, it's actually been, look, we've been inside this small sideways movement. Make sure that you can see those movements too. So I don't trade choppiness and I'll just be patient until I see the movement come. I will jump into it. Same like we did yesterday. We'll make sure that we go along with the market. You send me a DM. What's my TV name? What you mean by that, Dr. Wu? Oh, my trading view username. Passion for trading. So this is my trading view name. I should actually change it to Trader John too. Appreciate the kind words. You can always share them. I'll let you know how I feel. I actually almost never use an indicator, but always love to get some info extra. So we still have another 5 minutes for the news. I'm gonna take myself a drink in the meantime. I'll be right back. I will not take a trade before 8:30 anyways. I said news first, and then afterwards we will take a look where we can enter something. Okay. So we did get a little bit of rejection off of it. So we didn't take out Asia high yet. So we got another 3 minutes for the news. We came very close. If we do have rejection like this and we continue lower, we'll jump into it. Now we had actually a reaction of that 15-minute for value gap still. So we're actually still in this one. We didn't take the high, so the previous high, that was Asia high. So this is a protected high if this was accurate and we go lower. But we're in a choppiness. So I prefer that we take out Asia high before I see a change in direction right now. Nonetheless, if we don't, I'll still take the trade if I see any. So we've got about 3 more minutes and then we will have it. Because I have a limit long to Asia high. Okay, where are you in a trade, Velen, if I may ask? You got a limit long to Asia high. Okay, right, but where? Because I want to short this actually. I'm also going to explain why I want to short this. So we took out previous day high right here. Once we came back up, we got rejected off of it. We came back up, we got rejected a third time, and now we're hanging here. So we got rejected 3 times at the same level. So for me, because we got rejected and we didn't take out our Asia high again, I got a feeling that we actually want to take out our lows first and go back to this gap. Oh, it's on mess. Okay, order 6845. Let me take a look. 6845. Yeah, I will do the same. That's this gap. Perfect. Yeah, I will do exactly the same. Yeah. This is where I wanted to short to. So I want to short to this part. So that's the same like you would have taken a long from that area to the highs. I'm just taking the short from here to there already. So then you can afterwards take the long from there back up to it. That would look the same actually. So now we are actually inside that news candle. Let this halfway take a little bit of time before the news does anything, but I believe I'll take shorts in the next minute or two if this goes okay. I'll put my stop at Asia high and I'm aiming for at least this gap right here. So I'm gonna jump in that short. So this was a half hour risk because it's before 9. If you took a full hour risk, you can stay in it perfectly fine. You can just reduce a little bit right now. If you took a full hour, you take some profits off of it. I'm aiming at least for this opening gap. We have a 15-minute for value gap. We got a lot of liquidity right here, so I'm gonna let this ride to the down. Once we get under this low, I'll probably put my stop then at those wicks high. So if you want to reduce a little bit, you can actually put your stop at that wicks high. And once we get under that low or under this low, you can actually put your stop at your entry. Now we just let this thing do its thing. I'll take a look. Looking forward to hear from you if you have helpful confluence. Okay. Where can I see them, Dr. Who? Indicators invite only scripts. Okay. So my TP is at my full TP. My first TP would be here. That would be 25,637. And full TP would be the lows. That would be 25,611. Just watching what we're gonna do right now. So we came in a 5-minute right now. So I want to see that continuation down. So the only thing that we had a bit of rejection right now is this one. So I do want to see that continuation. We will see soon enough what happens. Just let the market do its thing. For me, it feels like it wants to go at least to that first TP right here. So this is TP1. And down here on that 15-minute based. So this would be that's 25, 625. Now let me take a look where I can find this. You said indicators. Where the hell do I find indicators? Indicators invite only scripts. Okay, where can I find that part? Let me take a look. I actually, like you guys can see, I have never used an indicator. Indicators, okay. Invite only, okay, right. Whoa, now I found it. Okay, I'll put them on. Now, how can I use them? Okay, I'm already into them. So if this moves up, this will take out Asia high. I'm fine with it. Now, where are they? Access area. This script is invited only to request access. Please contact the auditor, okay? So I can't open them. Is it this way? Oh, right, now I can add them. Okay, great. I had to press the other button. Same here. Let me take a look how to do this. So now they're on my screen. Oof. Red wolf warning. Along right side, green bear, top zone, pink bears. Okay, I will need to read those informations before I can do anything. I'll refresh this page for a second. Well, I will need to check. Okay, indicators. I put them in here somewhere. Okay, so now I have a Red Bull and a Halloween sign on my screen. It makes me laugh already, so I'm already happy. What did they do? So I found out how to get into them. That's a good thing. Now I just need to learn how they work. Yeah, we will take a look soon how this works. I will have to read, of course, everything you put into it because we have some apples, melons, green balls. So I probably will need to know what these things are before I can do anything with them. And then the other one is also yours, so that would be right here. Okay. And what do those do? Ooh, that's a lot of noise on my screen for me. I don't like noise on my screen at all, but okay. So we have a bear, we have a red or a green indicator, we got a bull indicator. Okay, probably bears means that we need to short, and a bull indicator means probably we need to long off of it, but I will need to read this. So before I can use any of them, I'll take a minute and read everything before I put them on my screen. I'll let you know how they work if I can first figure out how they work, or if you can explain me, that's even better. You built them, so if you can explain me straight away how they work, that's even easier for me. It's a full salad, just eat. Yeah, good one, moments. So we're still in this. We got about 20 minutes to open. This still looks okay. So we just closed this little void. We came back up to it. So probably a minute for value gap somewhere that we tapped. So we tapped this minute for value gap right now. So here we do want to see small movement lower right now. We don't want to be chopping around here too long. Otherwise, this probably won't work out as great as we want to, but that's okay. Once we see movement lower and we see that clear movement, that would be great. Let's take a bit of patience. I do want to see us move at least to that low of that 15 minutes. And once we hit that level and we see a change in state of delivery again, we'll probably take a long up to it again. But for now, let's be patient. So for this month, I'm up 0.3. We're only 3 days in. Last month, I'll take my journal for a second. I made 7 XR. Was not the greatest month ever, but still profitable month nonetheless. All trades was done live or shared in Discord at least. I'm at a 7.1, so let me share my screen. So November was 7.1. I made 28 trades and I got a 14 out of 14 wins and 14 not wins. This all means live for you guys. The strategy that I actually present right here that I'm constantly using right now is live being traded in front of you. I got probably around 80, 90 trades right now that I traded in this strategy. This is just a break of structure and a continuation treatment. That's all I'm doing. So I'll wait for a break of structure. I'll wait for a retest of it, and I made 29.7 hour out of this strategy in from September till now. So that's a decent amount. Could have been more if I let a few trades run fully. If you read the journal, it's open, so anybody can read it. That's in Discord. It's actually of mine. You can just go watch it. All trades are in here, so the positive and the not positive ones are all shared. Why and how I take it. So learn from it. Make sure you do it yourself too, that you do journal, because it's important. It will help you grow. So you definitely need to know when you're growing and when you're not growing. So let me go back to that trade right now. Here we are back at my trade that we're doing right now. So we took out a low right now already. Okay. So now I do want to see that continuation. I don't want to see us move all the way back to the high. So that would not be great. So let this market do its thing. I'm not going to de-risk anything. I'm just going to let this see where it hits to. I want to see it hit that low at least before it's even worth risking. I'm drinking faster today than I used to be drinking. I'm going to have to take myself another drink. Be right back, guys. Oh, and they're not coffee, so I'm drinking cacao, so it's healthy, but it goes out faster today than normal. So this was a decent 5 minutes lower. I don't want to see us come back to that high. I want to see that continuation right now. So here's the last part where we could struggle a little bit. So if you want to take like one partial right here, it's very good, a good area actually. Look, I'll even do the same. I'll take my first partial right here. And now my stop is actually the same as my partial. So we'll let the rest run. So this is a free trade then. If it comes back to the highs, I'll be out with a 0 or a minus 0.1. And then let the rest ride down. Thank you, Dr. Wu. Go ahead. Yeah. 26, 64, 15. Yeah, that could be 2 that we could hit. Yeah. The reason why I'm aiming for this opening gap is, look, we have a small void here too. So this little gap right here isn't been filled up yet. If you go watch something back in this in one of the streams that I made or one of the educational parts, this is called a void. So this is an opening place where the market tends to go back to. So it's perfectly fine that you put your TP where it is. Dr. Wu, definitely possible the market could hit to that part. This was the last part of change in direction that it could give. The reason why I also said this is because we've been chopping here. So what does the market tend to do when we start hanging around? Every time it hits the lows, it goes back to the highs. Every time it hits the highs, it goes back to the lows. So this is why this was the part that I would say it's good to take a partial here just because it can continue to do this. If it doesn't fall out of here, we are going to be liquidity because it's going to stay and ranging. And I don't want to be in a ranging trade. So this is a free trade right now. No matter what happens, if it comes back to the highs, I will be out at a break even. But this is why you need to know what kind of market you're trading in. So if we are trading in a ranging market, you need to take a little bit faster profits. If you're trading in an expansion, you have to, if you're trading with the major trend, you can let your trade ride. If you're trading against the major trend, you need to take a little bit faster profits too. So there are certain amount of rules that you need to follow for yourself so that you know when to take profit and how to take profit, of course. If you're on my Discord, you can actually just go take my plan out of it. I got a full plan on how to trade break of structure and then a continuation. So this is a half hour. So you can see here, we've just been chopping. There are no fair value gaps, not to the lows, not to the highs. So this is why I didn't want to stay in this trade too long and make sure that we do take partials when needed. But this can still play out perfectly fine. Nothing's changed yet of my viewpoint of this trade. So it's just the matter that you know what kind of market you're trading in. And you do need to change a little bit. So if you're trading a ranging part, oh, I was not meant to be ranging. Not even sure how to type this. Let me type sideways. Maybe easier. If you are in a choppy market, don't trade. If you trade with the trend, you can let it ride longer. Against the major trend. Take profit sooner. Just remember that. Those are actually very easy things to remember, and you really have to do this. This will let you know. This is why I also took a half hour right here instead of a full hour, because I was trading against the major trend, because you all see that the market is going up, right? So if you trade against it, I tend to take less risk. Just the reason for that. Nonetheless, that would be probably 1.5 that we made out of this trade immediately. So would have been a perfectly fine trade, 1.5 immediately made. So if you took a full hour profit at that low, congrats, good trade, and be done for it for the day. No matter what the market does, then you're at profit. You'll be happy the whole day. You can come back tomorrow. You do the same again. Please do not trade again if you took a full hour profit. It's not worth it. And also set like a deadline to the max amount that you want actually in a month. Don't make it 50R or something. Make it something small and build on it consistently. Because if you would watch my trade journal, and if I go back to the beginning of the month, I was actually up a lot more in the beginning of the month than by the end of the month, because I had a lot of not profitable trades at the end of the month. So if I stopped, so I believe somewhere around the 13th of November, probably I was up like 9 or 10 hours, so I was even up more. So being constantly in trades and taking more trades doesn't make you more profitable. Remember that. When I hit the trade over, we just hit the trade in a structured way, based to be repeated over and over again until you just are okay with it. I remember trading is a probability game. It's actually a game, guys. We're just playing a game. Have fun in it. Make sure that you enjoy it. If you don't enjoy trading, you probably should be doing something else. Remember why you are doing it. Okay, you have a learning curve, you have a nice stuff that you can get out of it, but make sure you don't only do it for the money, because if you do it only for the money, you'll never get it. You have to be doing this because you want to become a trader. And if you know that you want to become a trader, you'll make it. You can see yourself take a win. You can see yourself take a loss. You can see yourself being happy, being a fulfilled trader. So if you can see all of those things, you'll make it. You just need to be okay with it. But also be okay with it if you don't take a profit. Like last month it was a 50-50, so I actually had 1 out of 2 trades that were correct. This does something with the mind. Believe me, it still does something with me. So this is why I took this month only 1 trade a day, just to calm down again, make sure that I can feel every trade that I take at ease. Believe me, you will always feel it, no matter how long you are trading. Anybody that tells you differently is not a real trader. You feel all the emotions, always. You just learn to live with them. That's all. I do appreciate it all for you guys to be here always. One trade a day or 1 trade a session. Yeah, I used to do the same move. So yeah, this is something you will learn. If you took a profit, be okay with it. It doesn't matter how big or how small. Just be okay with it. Come back tomorrow. The market is always here. It's been here before us, and it will be here after us. So, and before you learned trading, remember that you actually never knew that the market was maybe here. Gonna take my charger for a second. So I'm only actually really known that the market exists for like 5-6 years. Yeah, almost 6 now. So I only knew this. I didn't even knew this before. My parents were not educated in how to make money. My parents were educated in how to work for money. So I didn't even know markets existed 5 years ago. Make it 2020, yeah, around 5-6 years. So this trade is still looking good, guys. Nothing's happening right now. We just had a good 15-minute drop actually. Now we have like the full retest. We still have a 15-minute for value gap right here. So we could tap this. We will be patient, see what happens. But this still looks good. Still looks like it wants to go lower right now. If you're in a trade with me, it's not like a fast in and out trade. This can take a half hour, 3/4 of an hour. So we got 4 minutes still open. If we're lucky, and we probably will be, the market will take that shift down on open. That would be great to see. We will be patient, see what happens at open. I'm not going to jump in or out of anything. We just let this do its thing. Yeah, this is something you all have to learn. If you took a profit, just be okay. We are intraday traders, guys. I'll explain how many intraday traders actually make money. That's about 3% of max 5% of people that trade. And it's not because you don't know how to trade. Don't get me wrong. I believe I know a lot of good traders. I know a lot of traders that are just not profitable because the mindset, or wanting to trade too much, or doing some stuff that are actually not healthy to do, or having partying all night and want to make the money back the day afterwards with a hangover or something like that. Believe me, I've seen it all. I've done a few of myself too, so it's not worth it. The patience is worth it. Waiting for that good setup, waiting for that great entry, having patience until the market shows you where it wants to go, and so on. This will make you a profitable trader. Not by listening to anybody too, because I'm happy that you guys are here, that you learn from me, and that I can help you grow that skill faster. But still remember that you are the one still needs to be able to trade. So learn the skill for yourself. I can teach you it, but you still need to adopt and willing to adapt to that mindset, because you have a certain way of thinking and acting already. And you have to learn how a professional trader thinks and acts. You have to adapt to that mindset. If you don't adapt to that mindset, you'll never make it. That's a one-way ticket. Because there is only like 3%, or say that there is 5% makes money. That means that there are 95% that think and act in a certain way. We don't want to be thinking and acting in that way. If we do, you'll end up with that 95%. You don't need to act like that 5%. You just need to act differently. But if you know how they act, they think and act about the market, you just need to adapt to that. If you can do this, you'll be a profitable trader. It's just that simple. If you know exactly how they think and act and consistently see them at that way that they move, you'll be profitable in no time. It's just adapting. It's not to me, because most of the traders are in this state. They're thinking and acting on their beliefs, on their way of seeing the market, on their way of thinking of the market, on their way of evaluating everything. This is why people overtrade. If you do it differently and think and act like that's 5%, go look at anybody up that is a good trader. go ask him a mail, send him a mail, and just ask him, how do you feel about markets? How do you think about trades? How do you, just ask him simple questions and learn to adapt to that. Or just by go watch movies from them, or go listen to podcasts from them. You'll immediately see what their beliefs are, because they will tell you in a podcast what their beliefs are. So here's open. For me, it can hit this 15 minutes and needs to drop. So if you can learn to adapt to this part, you'll make a lot of money. So you have to evaluate your current beliefs, and you have to discover the beliefs of those who are successful at what you want to do. So remember, you're a trader, so you want to trade, so just adopt the beliefs that somebody already does it. One of my beliefs is actually, I don't care about the outcome. I know the outcome will be okay. The other one is, I don't want to sit behind the charts endlessly. If I don't see a trade, I'll rather close the charts than stay here for 3 hours. I'll do it for you guys because I'm a coach in it and I want to train you guys into it. But otherwise, I would not be behind the charts. If it wasn't up for you guys being here all day, I would not sit behind those charts. I would close the book right now. My TP is set. My second TP is set. And I'm okay with everything that happens. So I would just close the books and take a walk or do something different. I like trading, but it's not my life. My real life is my family, my wife and my kid, and making sure they are happy. What provides for that? That's money that I get out of trading. So once we hit that 15-minute for value gap right here, I do want to see a very strong pushback down. If we hit it. That's also a 5 minutes, so that would be a nice move. So we're still in this choppiness. So remember, we're still in this ranging part. We didn't close below the lows, and we didn't go above the highs yet. So we're still in this ranging part. So we didn't hit it yet. Let's see what happens after we hit it. So here we are hitting it now. So I don't want to see us move too fast up right now. We still have a small void right here, but if we do move up very strong, we could take out Asia high. If we do, that's a break even for me, by the way. I told you guys that I was taking a partial at a low here, and now the market is just moving that direction again. So if it takes me out at a high, I'm out with a break even. If we watch those half hours right here, we've just been chopping, so they didn't move anything. Same for the hourly, we didn't do anything really. This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours of sideways. I'll take some noise off the screen right now. So we still got 10 minutes in this 15 minutes. I do want to see the next 7 minutes of this. So we can stay around here for another 3 minutes, and the last 7 minutes, I want to see it move slowly back down. Do you know ants Analyze. Ant analyze. Aaron, who is Ant's? Let me take a look. I have no idea who he is, but so do you know Ant's analyze? I'll look up who that is. I have no idea. Maybe I do know them. I'm not that good at names. Gotta be honest. Nope, never heard of him. Looks like a nice guy. On his picture anyway. So another fan of ours still sitting here. I don't want to see that drop rather fast. If we drop now and we go back to that low, I'm putting my stop at my entry. I don't want to see it come back then. We will see soon enough what happens. How's Orb been working for you? I think you were doing pre-orb last time I was around. Okay, yeah, I was doing pre-orb a long time. I trained a few guys into it. It works. It still works. I back tested it last time. It was a lot of work for me. Some of my students were doing it, and it was at the month were actually time changed, where we actually had a week of daylight saving, and the other time in New York it wasn't. And then it wasn't working pre-orb for a while. Now it's been doing ups and downs. Does it still work? Yeah, it still works. Does it work all the time? Of course not. You have to be okay with having a 50% win rate. If you want, I still have all the documents. So if you join the Discord, I'll share you everything again. If you want to go over it, just let me know. I'll give it to you. All the documents are still in it. So you're always welcome. So the next 5 minutes, I do want to see this drop rather fast. Otherwise, it's not going to go take a look. It's not going to look good. So we still got 20 minutes in this half hour, but we are now 9 minutes in open. So the last 5 minutes will indicate where the market wants to head to. Does it want to take out Asia high, or do we have that full drop right now? And be okay with how this trade ends, guys. It doesn't matter how it ends. The long run will show you that we will make money. Just be patient for it. If you go to an activity in a month, you get paid monthly. This sometimes pays this actually pays me every month at this point. 7, 11, 20, 20. So even if you only get, my stops are now $200 to $400. So 7R. It depends. My live trades, of course, are something different. Those are a bit higher. My investments too. Yeah, it's just being sitting here for a while. That's okay. Let's market to its thing. It can perfectly fine hit to it. This is because it's open, Doctor Who. This is why I said before, if it wasn't for all of you guys, I just close this book and don't watch this because it's something, it does something with the brain. I didn't figure out yet what it does, but it does something with your brain. This is why I try only to show you guys the 15 minutes, because in those 15 minutes, we got plenty of time. So once we get to that TP1, what we probably will do right now, I'm gonna let it go lower and see what we hit to before taking any partials. You guys can do what you want. TP1 is definitely a good partial. That's a 2R that you can take. I'm gonna let it ride down. Oh, this would have been actually a great adding spot to that 15-minute fair value gap. So we got another 2 minutes in this 15-minute candle. Let it do its thing. So again, to adapt that good mindset, you definitely need to learn. And also look at your values, evaluate your current values. So look at what values do you have, what do you set priorities to. And make sure that you actually want to be a trader too, because if it's not a heart's desire to do, you will not have it easy to make it one. So make sure that you definitely have a heart's desire to become a trader. If you don't have a heart's desire to become a trader, that's okay. Be okay with it. You have something else that you probably love more than. Go do that. Look, I'm a trader and I'm telling you to do something different then. So that's even against my own stuff that I'm doing. So I'm not here to tell you it's like fairy tales. Trading is not easy, guys. Remember that, first of all. It is if you just follow a strict amount of rules that you are good with it. But on the other hand, if you don't have a heart's desire to trade and don't have the heart's desire to learn more about it and continue to grow into it, you'll not have it easy. You actually need to do something that you love. I just love trading. It gives me my freedom. It gives me my time for myself. It gives me more family time. Would actually stopped a bit because I was doing 4 hours a day charting. But otherwise, it gives me everything that I actually like. And now I actually feel more joyful that I can actually teach people it. This gives me actually more satisfaction than the trading itself right now. And I'm grateful that I can help you guys learn step by step how it works. So that was another 15-minute close. Now I do want to see the market continue lower. I do not believe we had another news coming up. I actually didn't watch it. I closed it. Wait, let me take a look. Forex Factory. Hello. Here is our favorite mascot, my German Shepherd. He always wants to come say hello. But he's my biggest supporter. He's always here. Yeah, you're a good one. Oh, and as a trader, you have to adapt one more mindset. The one other mindset that you actually do need to adopt to as a trader is make sure that you exercise enough, because we sit behind the charts all day. So make sure that you do take your walks. You don't need to run or do something like that. Just take a walk at least a day, because we sit around a lot. We sit behind charts a lot. So make sure that you just take your time and take a walk, at least one walk. Or run if you prefer running, or if you prefer basketball or anything else that you like to enjoy playing, just do it. Because it's needed. It needs the exercise. Your body needs it. And it will get you off the thinking of the charts. Because if you are standing up in the morning and the first thing you want to do is watch your charts, it's not a good habit. Believe me. Please never do that. No, just don't do it. I had to unlearn myself doing this. Because if you do that, you triggered yourself into thinking that you will miss out on a trade. We never miss out on a trade. The market is always here. So the first half hour that you wake up, think on the things that you want to have in life. And don't think on charting at that point. It's really not worth it. All the things that I say is actually out of experience, guys. So I've been through a lot of it. I've been through all the roller coasters that you guys have, and I still feel them all. So I can just ignore them a lot better. That's all. And you have to know all the good and the not good things. People always see the positive, and people are making tens of thousands of dollars every month in trading and so on and so on. Yeah, it can happen. You can be one of them. Definitely possible. You just have to adopt the patience, first of all. Not doing anything, feeling okay with every trade you take, and making sure that you stay healthy for yourself. Because watching charts 24/7, 7 days a week, isn't healthy. So I'm not doing it, and believe me, none of the professional traders are. So if you want to adapt to become one of those 5% that actually make money, don't do it. You can have a learning curve, but you cannot be trading all day. It doesn't make money. But you can learn it just here. You can also take my bootcamp if you want to. We've been here now we've been in this trade from quite some time now. What did we enter? Around 8:35. So we're almost an hour in trade right? Almost an hour in this trade right now. And the market is still slowly moving to our TP. We just let this do its thing. We can't do much about it. If you want to be full in security of this trade, you could put your stop right here if you want to. We cleaned this out, so there's not much. Yeah, we cleaned this 3-minute fully out. There isn't much in here anymore. If the market comes back up, I would probably not want to be in this trade anymore. No, I don't want to be in that trade anymore then. So the only thing that we still have is a small void that we didn't tap yet. So this is what we could come back for. This is this little gap right here. But if we do come back up to that high, don't want to be in that trade anymore. I'd rather be out of it. If you didn't take a partial yet, this is a good time to take one small partial, guys. You have a second try right here. If you took a full R into this, this is a 1.5, guys. So it's a good trade. 1.5, definitely doable. Don't always expect the max out of a trade. Be okay with it. 1.5. If you make this consistently, you make more than 7R in a month. Believe me. Can I ask how? Oh yeah, yes, of course you can ask. She's doing fine. She's feeling better. Thank you for asking. She also learned that it's actually better as she tells it. Not sure if she wants to. Oh, I can see her right now, so let me ask her. Veerle vraagt hoe dat gaat met u. Wanna speak? No. Wanna speak in anything? She's feeling fine. She will explain. What want ik uitleggen zeker? She will explain everything soon. She's not speaking right now. She's in silent. But thank you for asking, Veerle. Very nice of you. She also found out that it was. She needs to listen to her own body. How many contracts for this trade? It depends on your stop, my friend. So this was a 13-point stop. So we had just hit TP1. So you can count yourself. So this is 13, 14-point stop, something like that. So it depends on what you do. If you have a $200 stop, that's okay. So $200 stop, 14 contracts, that means $200. So if you have 14x2, that means $28 per contract, and then you divide it by 200, divided by 28, that means that you got 7 contracts inside if you took a $200. For me, it was 4 at this time. I said a half that I would put into it, so I put a half into it. But if you have $200 stop, that means that you could put on that you had 7 contracts in this trade. Yeah, see, everybody has his own stop and entry. So you just need to know how much you are willing to risk on a trade. That's all. Always risk the same. Risk a full of a half hour. Don't make it too exotic. Always take the same amount. And know also this one. This is a very important one. If you took like a 1 contract into it, or only 2 maximum into it, and you take a profit, right? It took not a full R, stop trading that day. If you took the full R and you put everything into it normal, so like you should have, this would have been your profitable trade. So do not trade again after this one. Otherwise, you're telling your brain, it's okay, I'm satisfied, I want to go again. Please don't. Believe me, it's one not good habit. So that was second TP also that we hit. Yeah. So I took already 2 partials extra out of it. Stops are at entry right now. So my entry is here, so my stop is also here now. I didn't move it yet to TP1 because we have a fair value gap just above it before we continue lower. So again, this will be a fast stream that we took a nice profit today, and we will close the book with a nice profit and come back tomorrow. We got another 20 minutes at least that I stay online. If we hit this 25, 6, 11, something, we will see how far we want to drop here. Once we hit this level, I'm putting my stop to this TP2. Again, once we hit, so we're now trading inside that 15 minutes, so right here. This was the area that I could see us react off. So this is why I set my TP2 right here. There are reasons why I do certain things, guys. So if you don't know why, ask so that I can explain. I don't always remember to explain it to everybody because I've been going over it so many times. So once we hit that level, putting my stop right here, and I want to trail stop it down. This is only like 14 points, so it's not really. So I want to see how far do we get, because there is a small void right here. We will hit that 600 level probably. Round numbers are very, very accurate in trading. The market makers love them. Free gift again, remember that one. Not many people talk about that, but that 600 level is definitely something we like to hit. Anybody that helped through this, congratulations. If you're in my Discord, share the profits that you made. I always love to help people grow. It helps me too. And if you like me being here, give me a thumbs up, guys. It helps the channel grow. Oh, that's okay. If you look, dang, I should have done 3. Never say this. If you should have, if you have to do this, no, people don't say that to yourself. It's really not healthy. Make sure that you always stay to your plan and be okay with it. It doesn't matter how many contracts you put into it. It's a good trade. Now close the book for today, because now you feel like fear of missing out, that you didn't put full contracts into it. Please don't tell that to yourself. It's not healthy. It gives you the mindset that you missed out for one contract. It's not worth it. Tomorrow is back the day. We will be here tomorrow too. Never do that to yourself. Because then you will want to trade more that day, and it's not worth it, really, believe me. I've been there. I've done it. It's not, you will give more to the market than you will make, so don't do it. Happy to help anytime. But look, I'm happy that you guys are already here. You guys see me from the start and grow up, so I'm happy here. I'll do my thing. If people want to find me, they will find me. It will take some time, but the more that you guys help and put some comments under it afterwards, that the trade has been live and everything is done the stream. If you put comments under my streams, it grows faster. It's just taking a habit out of it. So it just takes some time. I'm okay with it already because I've seen my channel grow in 5 years. I've been doing movies for 5 years right now. So yeah, if we hit back to that TP2, I'll be probably fully out too. So this was 3 points of my stop, guys. So of my full TP. So if you took full TP right here, I'm okay with it, guys. It's a nice trade we took. That was a 3 full. At that point, that was a 3.6. So anything you want, just take profits. You don't need to go for that last 2 points. It's not worth it, guys. So then journal your trade. If you're in my Discord, please share it in profits too. It helps also myself grow on the channel. If you ever want to learn how to trade this, I made a full educational part out of it too. You can always DM me on Discord. I will always respond if I have the time for it. Anyways. But I'm happy that you guys are here. Yeah, perfect. This is what you have to do. Would you set along on a 6? You trade mass, right? Fairly? Yeah. If you entered this, I would put my stop at the lows, at this one right here. It's a decent stop, I know. But if you took this, that would be the move, the full move, 7, 8, and we got a 5-minute for value gap right there, I believe. Yeah, I could even put my entry right here too. I would watch also how it moves because it can actually flush everything out too. Look, I'll explain what I can see, what I see right now on this chart. So we got rejected of a high. We took inside liquidity. We got rejected of this high. On the other hand, we had a 6-hour retest because on a 6-hour base, we only made the break of structure right here. So I always watch on a bigger high time frames too. So this was the move that we made. What did we hit? That 67, 8 level. So we could even hit back to fair value of price. So if the market wants to go down today, it's perfectly fine because we rejected twice of those highs. So we've been going choppy for 6 hours straight constantly right here. Not much movement. We will probably take out those equal highs and then make that move. But yeah, what you said is perfectly fine. That 7, 8 level is perfectly doable. We could perfectly hit that 5-minute gap right here and then continue up. Would I do it? Yeah, definitely. It's worth it. More than worth it. Can the market continue to fall down? Yeah, perfectly fine. Do that. It can do both right here because we are actually after a break of structure to the upside. We're at a 7, 8 level now to move back down from that 6-hour. So on a 6-hour base, we are now having that retest fully. The thing is, if we chop around a long time, we probably will only slowly move down and then continue up. Most of the times, once we hit a swing point where there's a lot of resistance, like here, you can see we move away from it directly. We don't chop around. If we chop around, most of the time the markets tend to move differently. But I would definitely take that trade too. So I would not say not to take it. It's in the plan. It's adoptable. It's doable. Small stop perfectly to take a trade out of it. So if you take that 5 minutes and you take a long off of this, you put your stop just under that and you take it back to that high. That's a 3.8 R. That's a very good trade, no matter what. So I'm still in this. My last is still open. I said to you guys that I wanted to see how far this could drop. I'm going to put my stop now at TP1. I don't want to see that continuation. If we move up fast, I'll probably close that trade. There ain't much to go back up to, except of a swing point making, and then we have a 3-minute for value gap right here. We already tapped it once, so not much that we should go back to. Yeah, that's the best you can do, guys. If you take one trade a day, just close the books for the day. Do something that you really enjoy. If you want to learn, read a book. If you want to do something else, perfectly fine. You have time for it right now. If you still have a day job to do, go do that. That's also fine. So we're now inside of 5 minutes. I don't want to see it come above. If we do, I'll close it. Ja. Perfect. Wat we doen? De mat doen. Ik hoef niet te lezen wat je gelezen hebt. Ik ben blij dat je het opgeschreven hebt. Dat was snel weet. Okay, I give it another few minutes, but probably this will be that swing point that the market could change its hand back to the upside. Give it a few more minutes. I'll be online to max 10 o'clock. That's my normal thing, especially if I took a trade already. Also journal your trades, guys. If you ever want to let me go over them, just share me your journal book. I'll help you guys grow a lot faster too. But if you can show me the discipline that you can take, just taking one trade a day and be done with it. Profit or not profit, just be done with it. You'll make it a lot faster as an intraday trader. In the long term, I would rather see you all guys, everybody to actually do swing trades. You make a lot more money with swing trades than intraday trading, but you do need a little bit of capital for that. You cannot do that on prop firms because you cannot trade overnight. Yeah, I'm gonna close this trade. Good trade, happy with it. Let's journal it. If you have any questions for me, just ask. I'm here to help. That's all I want to do. Make sure that you guys actually learn something about it. We were in this trade from I believe somewhere around this area. So that was 8:31, and we closed the trade at 9:37. Yeah, this is my time, of course, guys, that I put in here. 8:31, 9:37. We are 3rd of December. Choppy range start. Have got patience to see how it reacted. On 15-minute FVG. And entered want to move down over 5 minutes to get to opening gap. Good trade. Had patience to see it play out. Okay, that was it. So it's journaled, everything's in it. So that will be it for me today. I will not take another trade. I'll do the same like all of you. This is why the afternoon sessions, I'm not getting online right now. I'm taking a month break. And New Year, I will see if I get back online in the afternoon sessions. I actually don't need it. So one session a day is more than enough. If you want to join the Discord, the link is actually in the description, so you can just join it for free too. There's a lot of value inside, so just join, chat around, ask me some questions if you need anything. I'm always here to help. If you don't have any questions for today, I'll close the stream. That was it. Otherwise, yeah, I'm here every day. Thank you, always welcome to come to join. Send me a few infos about that indicators that you sent to me. I'll take a look at how they actually work. But like you've seen, I always trade on a naked chart, so actually never trade on indicators. They sometimes mess up my brain, that I don't always see the market like I should see it. I hope you entered on that 15-minute failure and didn't change your idea. Oh, okay, that's a good question. What time are you online? I'm always online at 8 in the morning at my time. So I'm from Brussels, or from I'm actually from Belgium, so I'm not from Brussels itself. So I'm on UTC +1, so that's 8 o'clock for me that I get online. I normally stay online for 2 hours. It depends. If I don't find a trade, I'll stay online for another hour. Hope you guys are in this one with me too. I shared this one on many streams already. Bitcoin guys just had a beautiful break of structure, retest to that 7-8 level, and look at it fly. No indicators, just pure knowledge, guys. It's all what we need. Knowing how a market reacts and how it moves. Look, this was a weekly break of structure. We had a full retest of that weekly structure. We came into a fair value gap, or a footprint, like you want to call it. Look, and if we zoom in even, you can see what was there was a small void here. What did they do? They closed it off completely. They like to do it. You don't need to be at the bottom. So that was 80,000. I was in it around 86,000. So I missed 6,000, but I'm up nicely already. Same for ETH. Shared the same movement. Look, this is exactly the same movement, guys. Break of structure. Back to the entry. This was my entry part that I wanted to see hit. We hit it. We start moving. That's actually, you cannot find this more easy than this. If you can read this kind of market, you'll be good for the rest of your life. You don't even need me anymore. You just have patience. You don't jump in this movement. You are patient for that retest, and then you jump in that movement. Do you miss a few points? Yeah, you miss a few points, but you're more accurate by jumping in it here than jumping in it before. I used to be online on New York session too, on my Discord. Now in December, I'm not getting online on the NY session, just London session. I'll be online on New York session probably after New Year again, but that's normally on my Discord itself. I only stream once on YouTube a day, So you can just join the Discord. For now, in December, I'm not streaming. I'm only taking one trade a day. So if I take it right here, I'm not taking another second one. It's not needed. And you're welcome. This is in the description. Just join and ask me some questions in there. I'll close the stream for now. So I wish you all a good trading session. See you back tomorrow morning, of course, at 8 o'clock at London time. That's 7 o'clock. I believe that's 7 o'clock in London time. But see you back then. Enjoy for the rest of the day. If you took profit, please get off the charts and do something that you love. Enjoy.